Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. With this video, I'm going to extend our previous example, that means PHP plus MVC without framework example, user login and registration example. I will going to extend this example with more dynamic, adding more dynamic routings and those kind of information and changing the file structure. I will try to uh, create this as an application. Okay, let's go to the example. Let's do the coding. Okay, now I am in our previous code example. You can see here we have our index page and also we have our kernel. Yeah, let's check this before we doing any changes. Let's go to our application, localhost. This demo MVC. Okay, this is the our example. Here you can log in. I think I have to change the database. Let's change the database first. Let's go to config. Side of this we can change this to MVC. Okay, let's try with that. Okay, now you can see that application is working. You can go to dashboard and you can here with this example we have user login and dashboard and logout. These are the things we develop uh, here you can see this is the registration page. This is the login page, and once you say logged in, it will redirect to a dashboard. This is the example we done within the previously. Let's change this code, adding more dynamic way. That means adding more MVC things. Let's go. Uh, yeah, here. As you can see within our application, we have, within our folder structure, we have MVs, controller, model, and views. I will change this. I will add more folders to here because I'm trying to give this example, develop this example as an application. Let's add another folder called connection. Okay, within this connection, we move this connection PHP to connection folder, and we rename it as a DB. Okay, now and also with I'm expecting to change this config as well. Here we have one configuration information. I'm try to add multiple configuration. That means like this. Let's add DB. Okay, here we need to add another array. Okay, uh, now as you can see, we can add multiple configuration if we needed. Okay, in future we need these things, then change like this. Now within configuration file we can change we can save anything. That means these are related to DB. If we need to anything related to different thing, then we can add later from here, like putting like this. We can add more information. Okay, now we need to go to our connection. Here we have to change our, because here we use before we need to add so DB. Here also we need to add DB, and here also, and here also. Okay, now our connection string is okay. Let's try that. I think it's not may work. Yeah, because now this folder path are wrong now. Let's correct those things. Now we have here we have connection, and we have let's add the another folder called uh, public. Okay, inside of the public, we move this index to public because public is the our application root folder. Now our application root folder is public, and inside of this public we have let's correct this URL now. Let's say dir directory receiver. Let's get dot sorry. Okay. Now this is the our index. That means within the public folder we have our index. Index folder we have only this code. Okay, let's now our application is still not working because these things are now this path. Let's yeah, because we need to go to the public folder. As you can see, it will return still getting some routing folder path issues. Let's correct those things. Let's go to our kernel file. In this kernel, uh, yeah, let's change these things because we need to use AR. Okay, and let's copy these things to others as well. Let's copy here, 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 and here. Okay, now if the config, we need to put mm, here we need to use connection slash db. Here also we need to add model. Also we need to add this. Okay, now let's check this. Okay, now view dashboard. Now it is related to our view layers. Let's go to our controller. In home controller we have this information. Let's change this as well. Okay, now those are also correct. Yeah, now our application is working. Okay, now what we done is we have changed our folder structure. We add new public folder, that means our application root folder, and also we change our configuration folder structure, and we change the connection, our database connection as well. Okay, and I will add another file called route.php. Let's create the folder called routes. Okay, inside of this route, we move this route to inside of the routes folder. Okay, and within this route folder, I will create normal like a framework. Like within the framework, we also define our routes. Let's try to do same kind of things within here. Let's say if is set because I'm expecting this get parameter. If it is set, then that get parameter is action. If it is set, then I will do if this action parameter is set, we going to process these things. Otherwise, we are not doing anything. Let's say request equal to dollar get action. Let's say if dollar request equal to home. This is our first route. Let's say dollar route equal to this is our if it is home, if user action is home, then our controller is home controller, and our action is index action. That means if user send action parameter as a home, that means we need to call home controller. Action is index action. That is the our route for this home request. Okay. Okay, now we have that. Then we need to do some change within the kernel because kernel is still loading same. That means if according to the user request, it will not change the that means it will not change the class structure. That means it will load same class whatever user request. Here you can see it will load home control and home model, and action is index action. These are hard coded. Let's change this. Let's first include the our route file to here. Include once. Let's say dir dot uh, route slash route.php. Okay. Uh, okay. Now let's check if our route is set or not. If not empty, I think route we use this route. Okay, it's not empty dollar route. Then we proceed. Okay, all right. That means user correctly set the our route. Let's say let's capture the route dollar route routes. Okay, routes equal to explode. We need to explode because it comes with the at sign. Let's explode at using dollar route. Okay, that means here we have set the our configuration. Within the route configuration, we used to separate. That means controller and action. We need to separate these two things. Then we use at sign to separate that. That's why we need to here add this explode thing, because using the explode keyword, we can um, we can separate that one string to two different things. That mean it will part of that mean before at is one string, and after the um, at is a different string. Likewise, it will break it down to two different arrays. That means within the one array, two different strings. Okay, here we now we have explored it, and now we can use this. Let's say dollar controller equal to let's use if first, because we need to because we need to because mistakenly if user uh, use that mean this home controller need to be a first letter, need to be a capital. If you not doing change, that mean character not change, then it's no point having this thing. But I will use this as well because it will change the first letter to uppercase. Let's say route 0. Now model equal to you see first. Okay, str, because we need to replace sorry, we need to replace the that controller part, because we don't need controller. Let's say we need to empty it, and let's add dollar route 0. Uh, this str replace we use because within this route we have this home coming with the controller word, because we don't need controller keyword to a model. That's why we remove this part from the model thing. Let's add the end of this. We need a model. Okay. Yeah. Now our model is okay. Now we create. Now let's create the action. Let's add LC first. That means it will lowercase the first letter, all lowercase the letters. Routes. Let's here we need to have routes This also routes, and this also routes. Okay, and let's say one, because that actions comes with the as a one. Because here, if we break it down to two different things, then this is this index 0 and this is the index 1. Now you use that index 1 as action because our action information comes with the index 1. This index action is the action. Okay, action means here we in the home controller we have our function, public function, index action is the action. Okay, now we have done that configuration. Now we have our controller model and action. Let's see if what happen if let's this thing no need to go here. This thing need to be close from here, and if that route is not set, then we need to use a default route. Let's use the default route. Let's hard code the always. If user not mention the route information, then always redirect to, we can use phone 404 page or something like that. Here I'm for now I'm using home controller. Okay, and let's say model as a home model, and index as I'm using index as index action. That means action as action I'm using the index. Okay. Yeah, these are the by default it will goes to this information if the in controller this uh, route is not defined, then it will goes to by default goes to here. Let's change these things now. We need to use our dynamic controller, not the hard coded one. And model also we need to use our dynamic model here, dollar model, and also action also we need to use our dynamic action. Okay, now we have changed our code. Okay, now we use our route. This is our route. We only define one route. Let's try with this route. Let's go to, now you can see it will goes to, if you refresh this, it still goes to the same URL because by default it will goes to home. If we add like this, action equal to home. uh, as you can see, it will still redirect to our home. Let's go to our home controller. Here also I need to change something within the controller as well. If you go to our controller, to the home controller, we can see we use this as a route manager. We don't need such a thing because these are within the status of the same page. That means if user requests this home action, that means home action, within the home action, we what we are doing is we use home action to log in into user as a user login. That means we use this home action to logged in user logged in. Then these are status of the user's login process. Here we can put these things to without problem. We can put in here. We don't need separate function. We can remove this because we don't need this kind of thing here. Now we have it can be have four different views because according to user status it will goes to these pages. Let's save this and refresh this. Same thing, it will not change. Okay, now let's add another controller. I'll create another controller in here. Let's say create a product controller. Okay, product controller. Let's go. Okay, I will add the product controller. Product control dot PHP. Okay, inside let's create the PHP class product controller dot PHP. Oh, sorry, controller. Here we need to have dollar model public dollar model. Okay, and we need to have let's create model as well. Uh, product model. Okay, dot PHP. Okay, let's set PHP class model public $db. Okay, now inside of this product control, let's set our action index. Let's set the action call. Let's get public function get product action. Okay, this is the our action. Let's echo. This is the product class get product action. Okay, let's try with this as well because I need to show you how it will load as a dynamic way. Okay, now we need to define this route within the our route. Let's go to our route. Here within the route we have our route. Let's create the route, another route. Copy this first. Let's see it easy because okay, here we have. Okay, let's say if user requests as a product, then it will goes to here. Sorry, product controller route goes to product controller. Product controller action is get product action. Okay, action is this get product action. Yeah, let's request this route from browser. Okay, now I am going to change this. Now currently we are requesting the home page index action. Let's request the product controller get product action. Let's request this. Okay, as you can see, it will return the that action information. That means we requesting using our route. Here we define a product route within the our application. Here we define it within the our route page. Within the our route page, we define our product route, and we point that product route to product controller and get product action is the action class. Okay. Okay, this is the action. This is the now we use this as a web application. Actually, that means we use MVC and we use good folder structure. And yeah, I will continue this lesson because I will add more things to this example within the future videos. I think you guys can see more extended application within the future. Okay, I think you guys learned something from this video as well, how to use this kind of folder structure. These kind of folders you can see within when you are working with the some that mean framework. You can always see these kind of folder structures, and also these kind of routing and those kind of things you can experience within the framework as well. Anyway, as example, I think you guys learned something from this video. If you think this video is helpful, please give me a thumbs up. If you need want to see future videos like this, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Thank you very much. We'll meet with the next video.